Hi Holdfast community, it's me again. After creating your custom Holdfast uniform, many will have noticed an issue with their sprites. In-game, your appearance on the health bar, spawn menu, and more is replaced with simply a white rectangle. Today, I'm going to show you how to correct this. Now, to do this, we're going to set it up in the exact same way we did with the custom uniform, that being assets, Holdfast common, model examples, character model reference example, taking out example character, dragging them onto the display, like so, going to British Infantry underscore uniform, changing the albedo to the uniform that you are editing. There we go. That is game asset. What? Oh, that can go away. There we go. So you should be up to this point with the uniform in game. So what we're going to do differently now is go to Holdfast SDK tools, character uniform importer, and create screenshot scene. Clicking that, it'll take a second to boot up, but when it does, it'll be put... Sorry, I had to double click. You'll be taken into this scene here, where there's a camera, a light source, your character, as well as a musket. Now the musket tends to get in the way, so what I usually do is go to the left side here, click weapon model screenshot, click that, and uncheck it on the far right. That will get rid of the musket. Then when you're done with that, double click your character model screenshot, hit play in the top middle. It will take you essentially into the live game, and it will position your character to look somewhat normal. There we go. Now, there are ways, a variety of which, to take pictures of this particular green screen. The way I do it is, if you have a Windows computer, you should be able to type in Snipping Tool. That'll pull up this app, which you can then use to select a rectangular area. Obviously, there are other ways to take screenshots, but this is just my preference. So you hit New, and select from here to here. Releasing the click will do this. Now, this is important. You want to go File, Save As, rename it to something you can remember, and we're going to go to wherever your SDK folder is located. So for me, that's D, alternate program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, Holdfast SDK, assets, and then that's where we are. From here, you want to put this in the folder where all the sprites are located. I'll tell you exactly where that is. That is Holdfast common, model examples, character modded example. You're going to want to name this something memorable. So, 21st Sprite. And save it as a PNG. Now, once that's done, you can unclick play, and this is no longer relevant. In character modded example, you can see this new image, 21st Sprite. Now, as you can see by double-clicking on this image, it's still a green screen. Now, what you want is to get rid of this background. So the proper way of doing this, I do it with paint.net. So you go open with paint.net, hit OK, wait for it to load, and then Magic Wand tool. Click on all the green, lower the tolerance, so it's just your character and nothing else. And then you go to the eraser tool and erase everything that is green, leaving just the character. My mistake, I left a little bit behind. Shift clicking in paint.net will also highlight everything of a particular color, regardless of whether or not it's adjacent. There you go. We're left now with just the British Line Infantry. So, typically you're going to want to crop this into a square. The size does not matter that much. However, it will make your character look sometimes weird in the spawn menu. So we're going to want to do image, crop the selection, file, save as, and this is your regiment spawn menu sprite .png, and you hit save. So this is when you go select it from the spawn menu. This is what shows up alongside the regular British infantry and the Scots. Now, as you know, there's also another image, the grayed out version and the health bar version. So for the health bar version, we're going to take a smaller image, about this large, I'd say, is a good. Now there are two more images we need to make out of this one. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a smaller crop of the same image, stopping at about the waist. Letting go there, doing image, crop the selection, and you get just about the waist up of the character. This is going to be your health bar. So in the top left of Holdfast, you can see this character will display. Now to save this, you want to do File, Save As, 21st, well, your regiment, HP, Sprite. For example, I already made this before, but I'm going to replace it just for the sake of this test. And then one more you're going to want to do. This is actually where Paint.net is pretty useful, because you want to make a grayed out version of this. So you're going to go Adjustments, hit black and white, and it should grayscale the image. File, Save As, 21st, your regiment again. Gray sprite.png. And for me, again, replace. So, with those three images done, you can close out of Paint.net, you can close out of the green screen image, and you should see all the new images you just made appear in the menu. Now, because I'm overwriting existing files, it skipped a major step of the tutorial, but as you can see here, 21st spawn menu sprite is in a white box still. Now, usually it would also be that for gray sprite, HP sprite, etc. But for me, it's just spawn menu sprite. So to fix this, you're going to have to fix this. Otherwise, when you go select sprite, it won't show up. You're going to go in the top right where it says texture type, and it should say default. Change that to Sprite 2D and UI. Click that, and then clicking somewhere else in character modeled example, say on this, will prompt you with this message. Hit apply, and you will see the white box on the character you just did go away. For you guys, you're going to have to do that 2 more times for gray sprite and HP sprite. Once that's done, you're going to want to create a new scene, because you're now stuck in the green screen scene. Don't save. It's not worth saving. Once that's done, back to character model reference example. Drag the example character back onto the screen. And you already should be set up with your uniform. Go to Holdfast SDK Tools, Character Uniform Importer, and now Pre-Setup. Now, you're going to want to set it to, for me, it's 21st actual, because I'm actually doing the 21st uniform as I do this. We're going to drag example character into root object. This is the British Line Infantry, but for you guys, it can be anything. Now, this is important. HP bar sprite, you go, you find the HP bar sprite you just created. 21st HP sprite. Double click that, it should select. Spawn menu sprite, you select the one you just made, 21st spawn menu sprite for me. And grayed out sprite, you click 21st gray sprite, and whatever you named it for you. Regiment, 21st North British Fusiliers. So this is what your preset should look like, except obviously yours will be the file names that you chose and the regiment that you are. Now you can hit OK. Doing so will prompt you with this box. You hit OK again, and now you can go Character Uniform Importer, set up object. It'll prompt you with that. Again, you ignore it just like the last time. Go back to the folder you told it to. For me, that's 21st Actual. Holdfast SDK Tools, Character Uniform Importer. Save object. Now it should. It'll take a second, but it will overwrite these files. Now if you click on Custom Uniform Definition, you should see the sprites that you chose. After going to save the object, before uploading the Steam Workshop, you have to rebuild the mod. So click Build Mod, and again, it's going to take a while because that's just how it is. So when you're done building the mod, it should look like this. You should see a new UMod on top of everything that you already created. You can just close this out. That's all correct. You go Holdfast SDK Tools, and with the mod fully built, you can do Upload Steam Workshop. You upload the workshop, select the name of the mod that you uploaded in the last video. So for me, I'm re-uploading the 21st uniforms with the proper sprites, so it's 21st RNBF uniforms. As you can see, it carries over the same image, the same description, and when I upload it, it will take me right to the Steam page. Like so. So that's basically it. That's how you get new sprites on your uniforms. Later on, I'm going to be working on a video on how to make custom flags, so stay tuned.